taught me anything. My grandfather taught me who I was. He said Africa did not lose wisdom, she lost memory. These are the lessons we must remember before it is too late. My grandfather.
Before school taught me anything, my grandfather taught me who I was. He said Africa did not lose wisdom, she lost memory. These are the lessons we must remember before it is too late. When I was a boy, my grandfather did not teach me with books. He taught me with firelight, silence, proverbs, and scars of experience. Every evening, when the sun sank like a tired elder into the arms of the earth, he would sit on his wooden stool. I would sit on the ground at his feet. That was our classroom. One night, he said to me, "My child, before the white man came with his pen, we already had wisdom. Before the clock was invented, we already understood time. And before the world taught us selfishness, we already knew community." Then he began to teach me what he called the 100 lessons every African must carry in his bones. He said, "Never forget who you are. A tree without roots fears the wind." He taught me that your name is your first inheritance. Your clan is your shield. Your language carries the soul of your ancestors. To despise your culture is to insult your blood. An African who laughs at his tradition has already sold his future cheaply. My grandfather said, "A single finger cannot remove lice from the head." He taught me that we rise together or fall together. A child belongs to the whole village. Wealth is meaningless if your neighbor is hungry. Respect for elders is respect for tomorrow. In Africa, we do not ask, "Is this my problem?" We ask, "How can I help?" He looked into my eyes and said, "Character is what speaks when your mouth is silent." He taught me that truth may be slow, but lies are crippled. A good name is better than gold. Humility attracts blessings, pride invites disgrace. A man with bad character may wear fine clothes, but his spirit is naked. He said, "Work is not punishment, it is prayer in action." My grandfather warned me, when power enters the head, wisdom must sit in the heart. He taught me that a leader is a servant first. Authority without compassion is tyranny. The king eats last. Leadership is responsibility, not entitlement. A ruler who forgets the people will be remembered as a curse. He said softly, "A house stands because of the woman inside it." He taught me that women are not weak, they are the foundations. A man who beats a woman is fighting himself. Mothers are living libraries. Marriage is a partnership, not ownership. When you educate a woman, you awaken a nation. He said, "We do not worship stones, we honor the power behind them." He taught me that God was never a stranger to Africa. Prayer is a conversation, not noise. Ancestors are not gods, but witnesses fear God, but walk boldly. A spiritual man does not fear death, he fears dishonor. He touched the scars on his arms and said, "These are my certificates." He taught me that pain is a teacher, survival is an African heritage. Tears cleanse the soul, but must not drown purpose. Even broken calabashes can still carry water. Africa has cried, yet she still sings, he said. Not all rich men sleep well. He taught me that greed blinds wisdom, contentment is true. Wealth, borrowing dignity is expensive. Sharing multiplies blessings. A man with little but peace is richer than a king with fear. You will die, but your impact must not. Plant trees you will never sit under. Teach children what schools forget. Be a bridge, not a barrier. The dead are not gone if their values are alive. On the last night before he joined the ancestors, my grandfather held my hand and whispered, "My child, protect African values, not because they are perfect, but because without them, you will become a stranger to yourself." Then he closed his eyes. And today, whenever I see Africans ashamed of their roots, I remember his voice and I understand the greatest war against Africa was not fought with guns, but the erasure of history and identity. And that is why I tell this story.
These are the lessons we must remember before it is too late. My grandfather